Well, hey, church, it's Pastor Jeremiah here at People's Church with over here in the garden. We've got Pastor Bob Kelly, and then over here we've got Julia Plum, and they're going to tell us a little bit about People's Church, which is our second offering partner for August. So, Bob, why don't you talk to us a little bit what's going on these days?
Okay, well, we continue to want to be interested in encouraging people in their faith, whatever it might be. And so this is a garden that is sometimes called a Three Sisters garden. It's got corn and beans, climbing beans, let's see, there's one. Climbing beans and squash and pumpkins inside there. They all work together. It's a kind of a ecosystem. They call it the Three Sisters garden. I call it Three Sisters and a cousin. And the cousin that I add to that mix is sunflower.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're kind of fun. We continue to have a place that's friendly. Here, catch this. We continue to want to sustain people in their own faith wherever they're at. We're not interested in whether you're exactly coming out as a Christian when you get down to People's Church, but just a better at whatever faith you have. And many times, of course, that means that people do take a look at Christianity. This is our fire pit. It's kind of a community gathering spot. This is a very large cottonwood tree. We couldn't figure out what to do with it for about 3 years. And we thought, well, here's some seats, and we'll put them 6 feet apart, and people can enjoy looking into a fire. We have Bob's Econo Pump, and that's kind of fun too. I tell people that they ask me, say, "Well, can I use the Biffy?" And I say, "Well, it's $1. It's $1." And they look at me kind of funny, and then I say, "Well, if you stay in there too long, it's $2." And then when you get done, it's 50 cents to wash your hands. But we try to, I try to have fun with whatever's out there, and it is important to keeping folks that might be infected and don't know it out of our building. Our building is like a last-ditch effort to keep our elders safe from infections and our disabled folks as well. We have a difficult time with compliance, but one of the things we're trying to do is get different sources of news into the building. A lot of people have imbibed of hearsay, things like masks don't do any good, or they might even make you sicker, stuff like that. We work against that every day. We distribute, I don't know how many masks we've distributed, but hundreds. And nobody else is caring about the folks that we see who receive a mask. We educate them on it a little bit. The intricacies of the disease, the fact that there's no, you can't tell if you got it or not, and if you're passing it on or not, all these different things. So we're worshiping now on the back deck of the house next door, and it's outdoors, and we get half a dozen people on the deck, and it works at this point. If it gets to be more as we move through the being open and people understand that we're worshiping and want to take a chance with us, it is a chance. Everywhere you go is a chance. But then we can grow that with more, cut up more trees and got more stuff to eat. So that's kind of the way it is. We are, of course, the only real option for single people who are homeless in Bemidji, and we see a lot of that. It's really sad. Young adults are really suffering at this time. The usual problems, maybe lack of education a home base that's not really very effective at sustaining them if they had to go home.
Right.
All these different things like that, and that's in spades now. That's in spades, and it's a heartache for us every day.
So the need has definitely grown during this time.
Well, it is, and if if we could do more, it would still be filled up in an instant. And
So what can we do? What kind of things do you need right now from people that want to support People's Church?
well, one of the things I think is just like we were saying, masks, and if that turns out to be a good thing for quilting folk, you know what I mean,
Yep.
to do instead of quilts for a minute, that would be great. That would really help us out.
And then I think, Julia, you had mentioned something about some toiletries or some bedding.
Hygiene's really important right now, as well as clothing hygiene. So laundry items, deodorant, shampoo, razors, all the things you use to keep yourself clean. Trying to get everyone to shower every day and take care of themselves.
Yeah,
Great.
self-care packets, I guess, would be
Yeah, it would be really great.
that would be good.
Okay.
And if we can get those, little small, and they're beginning to be available, the small hand cleanser that they can carry with them throughout
Sure.
the day, and get them to the idea that they can wash their hands
Awesome.
as often as they can in a day. So,
Well, thank you so much, Pastor Bob and Julia. We really appreciate it, and we're glad to partner with you this month.
all